Sorry, I've been sick all week and I'm almost better. Hey guys, it's Amanda over at AmandaReads, and today I'm coming to you with a book review. So today I'm going to be reviewing Forget Tomorrow by Pintip Dunn, which is one of the books I have received from BookTube tours. If you don't know, BookTube tours are run by Grace over at Loving Dem Books. If you go over to her channel, you will find all the information you need to sign up and become a part of BookTube tours. Basically, I received this book for free in exchange for my honest promotion and review of the book. I will leave all of the purchase links and author social media info in the down bar, as well as a link to a $25 Amazon gift card giveaway that is open internationally to all of you. So to start off, we're going to have a non-spoiler section, and I'm just going to give you a brief synopsis of what the book is about. This book takes place in Eden Lake, which is a technologically futuristic society. The citizens of Eden Lake go about their lives waiting for the day when they will finally turn 17, because when you turn 17, you receive a vision from your future self. Your vision shows you what you are kind of destined to be. So until you turn 17, you're just waiting until that fateful day when you will realize what your future is going to become. They're so obsessed with this event that they even refer to one another by their birth dates. So instead of calling someone Angela, you would call her February 17th. The book centers around our main character, Callie, and when she turns 17, she doesn't receive the type of vision she's supposed to receive. Rather than receiving a vision of her future self in an occupation, she actually receives a vision of her future self murdering her younger sister, Jessa. As soon as Callie receives this vision, she is horrified, and she ends up turning herself in to prevent this future from happening. Once she is detained, however, she realizes that the society and the government that runs their society is actually a lot more corrupt than she first knew, and she actually needs to escape the detainment center. So with the help of her childhood crush, she actually makes it out and manages to escape, and then realizes that she has to turn right back around because her little sister's future is in jeopardy. As far as ratings, I gave this book 4 out of 5 stars. I thought that this was really gripping and it really sucked you in. I thought the premise was super interesting. The reason I didn't give this book 5 out of 5 stars is because there was a lot of scientific kind of knowledge going on in this book, and I was just getting really lost. There were psychics involved, and logistically there was questioning around the visions and how legitimate they were and when they were coming from and how they came about, and the main characters were trying to figure all this out, and I was just as confused as they were. And at the end of the book, I did not feel any better. Now, I know that this book is part of a trilogy, I believe, could be series. So I didn't expect all of the plot points to be resolved by the end of this book, but I did find myself like rereading and questioning a lot and not being really clear. So that's why I couldn't give it a full 5 stars. As far as characters in this book, you don't get super deep into characters' backstories or anything like that. You're kind of just quickly given almost like little mini information dumps about, you know, pasts and events that happened to kind of make the characters the way they were. So you just get a brief overview of their past, but we're really just focusing on the present with each character. There is also time travel in this book, which is not a huge piece in the first book, but I feel like will definitely come into play in the next book. Overall, I did feel like this was a new type of story that I haven't really seen, and I really do like that I had a chance to read it. I would definitely reread it and definitely recommend it to a friend, and I really am interested in pursuing the rest of the series. So that is going to be it for my non-spoiler section. I'm now going to move into my spoiler section, so if you want to read the book, go read it and come back and let me know your thoughts. I'm really excited to hear them. So if you are now watching the spoiler section, I hope that means that you have read the book and you are therefore going to be able to comment down below and talk to me about some of these talking points, because some things I am really confused about. As I was saying in the non-spoiler section, some of the scientific things did confuse me, like trying to keep up with the psychic's role in the visions and how they were trying to figure out how the first vision was invented, yet they were already receiving visions. So I was really confused about the timeline, and I feel like the time travel will play into it, but I just didn't feel like it was as clear as it could have been, and I do wish that more actual reading time focused on that kind of part, because I feel like that will be an integral part of the trilogy. Like, this whole thing we care about hasn't actually been invented yet. That's a really big deal, but I felt like it was kind of, you know, zoomed over and we didn't really think about it that much, and I'm still trying to figure it out. Throughout this book, I really noticed that Pintip Dunn was trying to get the reader to pay attention to the fact that Jessa's birth was pretty questionable. Callie and Jessa's dad had already left the picture when her mom ended up getting pregnant with Jessa, and her mom would lie to Callie and say, oh no, you have a different dad, but then they look so similar, like identical, and Pintip just kept kind of throwing it on her face like they look so much alike, you can't tell their baby pictures apart kind of thing. So I had the theory that Jessa was actually a clone. So when we found out that Jessa is actually Callie's twin, who they waited a couple years, made sense. And then I was thinking, I feel like the receiver and the giver of the visions or memories or whatever, the connection that Callie and Jessa have seems to be a twin connection, because they also mentioned that 2 twins in Jessa's year got taken to the facility. So then I was thinking, are Mikey and Logan twins under the same types of circumstances as Jessa and Callie? Maybe it is just a sibling bond and not a twin bond that gives you that kind of receiving and sending of memories, but I don't know. It seems kind of like it would be a twin thing. So I'm wondering if Mikey and Logan are in the same type of situation, and we'll find that out in a later book. I think that there are definitely some plot points that just were kind of unclear and not as well explained as they could have been. But those are all my thoughts that I have to talk about today on Forget Tomorrow by Pintip Dunn. Like I said, I gave it 4 out of 5 stars, and I do think that this has some really, really great things about it, as well as things that I think could have been fleshed out more or, you know, explained better. But I'm hoping that as the series / trilogy moves forward, we will be getting the answers to some of these questions. Let me know down below if you have read this book and if you have anything to add on to anything I've said. I will be coming to you guys with a new video soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys!